Stephen A. Smith warned the WNBA. He sounded the alarm, and after what we just saw Caitlin Clark do to a WNBA referee, he might be right. This isn't just a game, it's a battle for the soul of the league. Caitlin Clark, the generational talent, went viral for crushing a WNBA referee, exposing a dirty secret mid-game. Was it a power move or a necessary act to fix a broken system? Get ready, because the truth is more explosive than you think. You're about to see the exact moments that shook the WNBA to its core, and understand why everyone, from fans to analysts like Stephen A., is screaming, "Fix this now!" The WNBA is at a crossroads, with unprecedented attention thanks to Clark. But what happens when that spotlight reveals deep-seated issues? This isn't just about a foul call. It's about authority, expectation, and the raw, unfiltered demand for fairness. Could this single incident redefine how the league is officiated, and more importantly, how players are empowered? The stakes have never been higher, and Caitlin Clark just raised them. What was she thinking?
This game today was Caitlin Clark signaling to the referee to make a damn call. Now, a lot of people may be mad about what CC did. I'm not mad about what CC did, because to me, this is what you gotta do. Now, for all the people,
this is it, the moment etched into WNBA history. You heard the commentator. What stood out in this game today was Caitlin Clark signaling to the referee to make a damn call. This isn't just a player asking for a whistle. It's a global phenomenon, a superstar in the making, directly challenging the integrity of the game's officiating mid-play. Think about the audacity, the unbridled confidence it takes to confront an official like that, knowing every eye in the arena and millions online are watching. This isn't a rookie deferring to authority. This is Caitlin Clark asserting her dominance, not just over her opponents, but over the very rules of engagement. For years, WNBA stars have quietly absorbed missed calls. Is Clark breaking that mold? What does this mean for every other player in the league watching her? The gravity of this moment can't be overstated. This isn't just a one-off complaint. This is a deliberate, strategic move from a player who understands her power and the unfairness she's experiencing. It's a calculated risk, but one that Clark clearly felt was necessary to ensure a level playing field. The narrative around her has always been about game-changing talent, but now it's about culture-changing courage. She's not just breaking records, she's breaking silences. This incident isn't just a minor blip, it's a seismic shift in the player-official dynamic. We've seen superstars in other leagues command respect, but few have done it so openly, so defiantly, especially so early in their career. The commentator's reaction is crucial. A lot of people may be mad about what CC did. I'm not mad about what CC did because, to me, this is what you gotta do. This sentiment echoes across the WNBA fandom, a hunger for accountability, a demand for fair play. But was it truly what she had to do?
They're saying Caitlin Clark whistle ain't fixed. Watch this play right here. Caitlin Clark told the referee to call the first foul, then hit a FU3. Watch this. Look, so the referee ain't call it, right?
Here's the evidence, the exact sequence that shows Clark's incredible awareness and a refusal to be ignored. Caitlin Clark told the referee to call the first foul, then hit FU3. She called her shot, literally. She signaled for the foul, recognized it wasn't given, and then, with ice in her veins, she drained a three-pointer. This isn't just about the call, it's about the psychological warfare. It's about a player so locked in, so convinced of the injustice that she takes matters into her own hands. And then she punishes them. She proved her point right then and there. This is a level of elite competitive spirit that transcends basketball. It's a statement, it's a challenge, it's a message that she will not be denied, not by opponents, and certainly not by questionable officiating. What kind of pressure does this put on the league's officiating standards? This incident isn't happening in a vacuum. It comes at a time when the WNBA is grappling with unprecedented viewership and scrutiny. Every decision, every call, every non-call is magnified. Clark's actions are a direct reflection of the pressure she's under and the expectations she carries. She's not just playing for herself, she's playing for the future of the league, and she knows it. The unspoken contract between players and officials is being rewritten in real time. This isn't just about officiating mechanics, it's about the authority and credibility of the entire WNBA system. The commentator notes, so the referee ain't call it, right? That simple question hangs heavy in the air, hinting at a systemic issue. Is this a wake-up call for the WNBA or a harbinger of more contentious battles to come? The referee's inaction, followed by Clark's decisive response, creates a powerful narrative. It highlights the fine line officials walk between letting the game flow and ensuring fair play for a player who literally draws a crowd just by stepping on the court. What happens when a star player feels she has to police the game herself?
Referee so if you guys watch this clip, this referee in the back called the same foul. Caitlin Clark went to the end and did it again. And so as you guys can see here, Caitlin Clark is showing her authority. She's showing her authority.
And then she did it again. The commentator explicitly states Caitlin Clark went to the end and did it again. And so as you guys can see here, Caitlin Clark is showing her authority. She's showing her authority. This wasn't a fluke. This wasn't a heat of the moment reaction. This was a deliberate, repeated act of assertion. This is a player who understands the power of repetition, the power of making her point undeniable. It's a masterclass in psychological warfare. She's not just asking for a call, she's demanding it. She's challenging the referee's judgment, forcing them to reevaluate their decisions, and ultimately changing the dynamic of the game. This isn't just a sign of a great player, it's a sign of a leader who refuses to accept injustice. She's not scared, and that fearless attitude could inspire an entire generation. But at what cost to the league's perception of control? The ripple effect of such a bold move is immense. This isn't just about one game, one foul, or one referee. This is about establishing a precedent. Clark's actions send a clear message to every official in the WNBA. You will be held accountable. And to every player, you have the power to demand fairness. This isn't rebellion, it's a demand for equity. In a league fighting for recognition and respect, consistent, fair officiating is paramount. Clark's courage to challenge the status quo could be the catalyst for meaningful change. It's a moment that highlights the symbiotic relationship between players, officials, and the league itself. When one component falters, the entire system is tested. Will the WNBA brass see this as a problem player or a player exposing a problem? The line between confidence and defiance is thin, but Clark seems to walk it with an almost poetic grace, turning perceived insolence into undeniable leadership. Is this the moment the WNBA truly listens to its biggest stars?
Look at her. Watch her. Signal to the ref. Call the foul. Now watch her do the same thing. Boom. Now, as you guys can see here, now Caitlin Clark do get flat because she lead with this arm here. But if you guys see right here, she's completely cutting Caitlin Clark off. That is a foul. And look at Caitlin sold it. And I'm just loving this from Caitlin.
Watch closely. The signal, the unmistakable gesture, signal to the ref, call the foul. Her body language speaks volumes. This isn't just a quiet plea, it's a public, undeniable request for justice. And then, the critical analysis. She's completely cutting Caitlin Clark off. That is a foul. The commentator breaks it down, validating Clark's grievance. She isn't just complaining, she's pointing out a legitimate foul, and the ref is missing it. But what really stands out is the commentator's reaction. And look at Caitlin sold it. And I'm just loving this from Caitlin. Sold it implies not just drawing the foul, but selling the moment, making it impossible to ignore. This is theater, strategy, and pure competitive fire, all rolled into one. She's not just playing the game, she's orchestrating it, bending it to her will. This kind of conviction is rare, and it's captivating. Is this the type of aggression we want to see from our stars? The term "sold it" might raise eyebrows, but in the context of basketball, it often refers to a player emphasizing contact to ensure a foul is called, a fundamental part of the game at its highest levels. What Clark is doing here is elevating that art form with a direct challenge to authority, making it clear that she expects proper officiating. This isn't about trickery, it's about holding officials to the standard they're supposed to uphold. Her actions force a crucial question for the WNBA. Are the referees prepared for this new era of hyper-scrutiny and superstar demands? The league needs its best players performing at their peak, and that includes feeling confident in the officiating. If the league wants to capitalize on the Caitlin Clark effect, it needs to ensure the on-court product is impeccable, and that starts with fair calls. This isn't just an isolated incident, it's a potential flashpoint that could define the relationship between players and officials for years to come. What will be the ultimate consequence of this?
I'm loving this version of Caitlin, how she's being more aggressive with these referees. She's making sure they're doing their damn job, they're calling these fouls, they're not being fugazi, because there'd be a whole lot of fugaziness going on But overall, solid game, man.
The raw emotion is palpable. I'm loving this version of Caitlyn, how she's been more aggressive with these referees. She's making sure they're doing their damn job. They're calling these fouls. They're not being fugazi, because there'd be a whole lot of fugaziness going on. This is the voice of the fan, of the analyst, applauding Clark's fearlessness. Fugaziness, a powerful term for fraudulent or inconsistent officiating. It speaks to a deeper frustration that many players and fans have likely felt for a long time. Clark is not just fighting for herself. She's fighting for every player who has been wronged by a questionable call. This aggressive stance is a breath of fresh air for many, a sign that the WNBA's biggest star won't back down. It's a demand for integrity, a call for officials to rise to the occasion. This isn't just about rules. It's about respect. But will this aggressive approach backfire on her or solidify her legend? This new aggressive Caitlyn Clark is exactly what the WNBA needs to keep its skyrocketing momentum going. Her willingness to confront officiating issues head-on demonstrates a leadership quality that extends beyond scoring points. It's a testament to her commitment to fair play and the overall quality of the game. For too long, athletes, especially in women's sports, have been expected to be docile and accepting. Clark shatters that expectation, showing that demanding respect is not only acceptable but necessary for progress. The league office, the referee association, they are all on notice. This isn't a plea, it's an expectation set by the league's biggest draw. The spotlight Clark brings illuminates everything, including the areas that need fixing. Will the WNBA embrace this new era of player advocacy or attempt to stifle it? The answer will define the league's future, impacting not just Clark but every aspiring athlete looking up to her. What other fugaziness will she expose as the season unfolds?
It almost felt like it was child's play, the way the Indiana Fever was doing this Nigeria team. I mean, it was like damn near 80 points going into halftime. It looked like the Knicks game. Like, that's how bad it was. It's like this team had no business facing the Indiana Fever. Now, the game is down to its final couple seconds.
Now, let's talk context. This wasn't a nail-biter. This was a blowout. It almost felt like it was child's play, the way the Indiana Fever was doing this Nigeria team. I mean, it was like damn near 80 points to going into halftime. It looked like the Knicks game. Like, that's how bad it was. When a game is this lopsided, every action, every minor interaction becomes magnified. Clark's challenge to the referee wasn't in a pressure cooker moment of a tight game, but in a contest where her team was utterly dominating. This makes her stand even more significant. It wasn't desperation. It was a pure demand for fairness, regardless of the scoreboard. It underscores her unwavering commitment to the integrity of the game, even when the outcome is already decided. What does it say about a league where even in a child's play game, the biggest star feels the need to call out officials? This child's play game, while seemingly uneventful from a competitive standpoint, ironically amplifies the seriousness of Clark's referee interaction. It suggests that her demand for a fair whistle isn't just about winning, it's about the principle of the game itself. This level of focus and integrity, even in a preseason exhibition against an overmatched opponent, speaks volumes about Clark's character and her professional standards. It indicates that she will not tolerate subpar officiating no matter the circumstances. This raises a critical question. If she's willing to do this in a blowout, what will she do when the stakes are at their absolute highest? This is not just a player, this is an ambassador setting a new bar for how professional basketball should be officiated. The message is clear, the WNBA must match the intensity and professionalism of its new superstar. Will this dominate the narrative even more than the games themselves?
A lot of people may not think this is nothing because this was kind of like a nothing game. But to see Caitlyn Clark play even for 13 minutes, you would think this arena would have been sold out. You would think, but it just, look at how empty it is, bro.
Here's another stark reality check for the WNBA, something that directly impacts its viral potential. To see Caitlyn Clark play even for 13 minutes, you would think this arena would have been sold out. You would think, but just look at how empty it is, bro. This is the uncomfortable truth behind the hype. Despite Caitlyn Clark's record-breaking viewership numbers and merchandise sales, empty seats remain a glaring issue, even for games featuring the biggest draw in women's sports. It highlights the disconnect between digital engagement and physical attendance, a challenge the WNBA must urgently address. Clark is a phenomenon, but converting that buzz into consistent sold-out arenas is the next mountain to climb. The WNBA is growing, But moments like this remind us of the work still to be done. Is the league truly maximizing the Caitlin Clark effect, or are they letting golden opportunities slip away? What does this mean for the long-term sustainability of the league's growth? The juxtaposition of Clark's viral referee incident with the image of empty seats is a powerful narrative. It begs the question, how can a player generate so much national excitement, yet fail to fill a stadium for a preseason game? This isn't just about ticket sales. It's about the infrastructure and marketing muscle needed to capitalize on a generational talent. The WNBA needs to bridge this gap, ensuring that the spectacle Clark brings translates into a live experience that matches the energy she exudes on screen. The commentary implies a missed opportunity, a failure to fully leverage the Caitlin Clark effect into tangible, on-the-ground support. This isn't just about a nothing game. It's about sending a message to potential fans that every game, every moment Clark plays is a must-see event. The league has a superstar. Now it needs to ensure the environment around her truly reflects that star power. Will the league learn from these visuals, or will empty seats become a recurring, embarrassing theme? This is exactly what separates the top 1% from the rest. It's not just about hard work, it's about smart work and mindset. Pay attention to the details, because that's where the magic happens.